Chapter 6: Education and Life Planning, Continuing School or Work During Pregnancy. Scenario: discussing adjustments with teachers or employers. Tips for balancing responsibilities and personal growth. Planning for future education and career while pregnant. Pregnancy brings profound changes, not only physically and emotionally, but also in the daily routines, goals, and aspirations of young women. For many adolescents like Maya, one of the most pressing concerns is how to continue education, balance responsibilities, and plan for the future while managing the demands of pregnancy. Understanding that pregnancy does not have to mean the end of personal development is essential for empowerment, confidence, and long-term success. For Maya, attending high school was both a source of joy and stress. After confirming her pregnancy and beginning prenatal care, she wondered how she would continue her studies. Would teachers understand? Could she manage the workload? Would her classmates treat her differently? These questions reflected common concerns among young pregnant women, highlighting the need for practical strategies and supportive systems. The first step in educational planning is open communication with trusted adults. Maya chose to speak with her school counselor, who offered guidance on options available to pregnant students. In many schools, accommodations exist to ensure continuity of education. These may include modified schedules, online coursework, additional tutoring, or temporary leave with planned reentry. Understanding these options alleviated Maya's anxiety, showing her that education and pregnancy could coexist with proper planning and support. Academic planning requires time management and prioritization. Maya began creating a structured schedule that balanced prenatal appointments, schoolwork, rest, and personal responsibilities. By planning her days carefully, she ensured that she could meet academic obligations without compromising her health or the baby's well-being. Breaking larger assignments into smaller, manageable tasks and setting realistic goals became a critical strategy. For young pregnant women, learning to manage time effectively is not only essential during pregnancy, but also a valuable skill for lifelong success. Support systems extend beyond family and counselors. Teachers play a vital role. Maya arranged private meetings with her instructors to explain her situation and discuss accommodations. Most educators are understanding and willing to provide flexibility when approached respectfully. Clear communication helps maintain academic progress, prevents misunderstandings, and demonstrates responsibility. By advocating for herself, Maya learned the importance of self-advocacy, an essential skill for navigating challenges throughout life. Career and future planning are equally important. Early pregnancy does not have to derail long-term goals, though adjustments may be necessary. Maya began exploring options for continuing her education beyond high school, considering vocational training, college, or alternative educational pathways. She also investigated programs that provide support for young mothers, including scholarships, childcare assistance, and mentorship programs. By understanding available resources, Maya empowered herself to make informed decisions about both her education and her future career. Financial planning is another crucial aspect of life planning during pregnancy. Maya and her family discussed budgeting for prenatal care, daily needs, and eventual childcare. Some regions offer government or community programs to assist young mothers, including subsidized health care, nutrition programs, and financial aid for education. Knowing about these options reduced stress and allowed Maya to focus on health, education, and preparation for motherhood. Financial literacy, even at a basic level, enables young women to navigate pregnancy responsibly and make practical decisions. Balancing school and pregnancy also involves self-care and setting boundaries. Maya learned to recognize when to rest, when to ask for help, and when to say no to commitments that might overextend her physically or emotionally. Protecting her well-being was not selfish. It was necessary to ensure she could continue her education and maintain a healthy pregnancy. Learning to balance responsibilities while setting limits fosters resilience, self-awareness, and a proactive approach to challenges. Planning for childbirth and parenting is part of long-term life planning. Maya began researching birthing options, parental leave policies, and childcare resources. By understanding these factors, she could anticipate future demands while aligning them with her educational and career goals. Developing a plan for support, whether through family, friends, or community services, helps ensure that young mothers can continue personal development while caring for their child. Forward thinking and proactive preparation are hallmarks of responsible decision-making. Education and life planning also require emotional resilience. Maya experienced moments of doubt and stress, wondering if she could meet all her obligations. At times, societal judgment or peer pressure intensified her anxiety. Learning to focus on personal goals, seek support, and celebrate small accomplishments helped her maintain motivation. Emotional resilience is essential, as it enables young women to navigate the inevitable challenges of pregnancy while pursuing education and long-term aspirations. An important element of life planning is knowledge of legal rights and protections. Many regions have laws to support pregnant students and young mothers, including protection against discrimination, accommodations for medical appointments, and access to educational resources. Maya learned that being informed about her rights allowed her to advocate effectively for herself. Awareness of legal protections not only ensures safety and fairness, but also fosters confidence and empowerment during a vulnerable period. Another key factor is networking and mentorship. Maya connected with community programs that support young mothers in continuing education. Mentors provided guidance, shared experiences, and offered practical tips on balancing school, work, and pregnancy. These relationships reduced feelings of isolation and provided role models demonstrating that pregnancy does not have to limit personal or professional growth. Mentorship fosters resilience, builds skills, and opens doors to opportunities that might otherwise seem inaccessible. Technology can be an ally in education and life planning. Maya utilized online courses, educational apps, and virtual tutoring to maintain academic progress, especially on days when fatigue or appointments made attending school physically challenging. Flexible learning tools enable young pregnant women to adapt to their changing schedules while continuing personal development. Access to information, resources, and support networks online complements traditional educational pathways, making goals more attainable. Finally, life planning involves cultivating a long-term perspective. Pregnancy is a temporary, though life-altering period. Maya learned to focus on immediate needs, health, education, emotional well-being, while keeping an eye on future aspirations. Planning for continued education, career advancement, financial stability, and parenting responsibilities allows young women to take proactive steps toward achieving their goals. Viewing pregnancy as a chapter in a larger life story rather than an endpoint empowers young women to make choices aligned with their values and ambitions. In conclusion, education and life planning are vital components of pregnancy for young women. Through open communication, structured time management, advocacy, financial planning, self-care, legal awareness, mentorship, and flexible use of technology, girls like Maya can continue their education and prepare for the future while navigating pregnancy responsibly. These steps ensure that pregnancy, while challenging, does not become a barrier to personal growth, achievement, or empowerment. Planning thoughtfully and proactively transforms uncertainty into opportunity, equipping young women to meet the demands of pregnancy while continuing to pursue their dreams. Key educational takeaways from Chapter 6. 1. Open communication with counselors, teachers, and trusted adults ensures educational continuity. 2. Structured time management helps balance prenatal care, school, and personal responsibilities. 3. Self-advocacy allows for accommodations and support from educators. 4. Career and future planning remain possible with proper guidance and resource access. 5. Financial planning and awareness of support programs reduce stress and improve outcomes. 6. Setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care is essential for health and progress. 7. Anticipating childbirth and parenting needs supports long-term planning. 8. Knowledge of legal rights protects against discrimination and ensures fair treatment. 9. Mentorship and peer support foster resilience, guidance, and confidence. 10. Technology and flexible learning tools enable continued education despite changing circumstances. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss future updates. Your support means a lot.